Good evening, all. You do not have game audio right now. Now you do. Welcome on in to this competitive Hell Loose game in the Hell EU between the DBD and L90. Now, you can see on my screen here we have Botty, who is challenging me to a 1v1 knife fight, so I thought we'd start this fun. And we'll let him know we're ready to engage, and let's go. Oh, he's going a little bit out there. Strange tactics from Botty. First swing. Okay. That's probably the most impressive thing Botty will do this this stream. But anyway, back to announcing. Yeah, DBD versus L90. 35v35. We're playing on Carentan, and the midpoint is the train station. Now, I always enjoy streaming these DBD boys' games. So I am back with a DBD game, obviously. But it looks like there's a lot of chat going on, and I don't want to catch anything I shouldn't. But anyway, it looks like I'm just gonna test audio. Yes, you do have audio, right? Okay, that's good. It's very laggy though. Oh, it's because there's so many. It's because there's so many of us in one area, right? I think.
Highway, you there? Can we get a team photo in a minute?
Oh, yeah, of course. I think he's gonna let us know. I'll go and set up over here, and I'll let him know. I don't have, so the only thing here, I don't have a mic. Mic's like.
You better be playing a medic.
No. Don't think he's realised. Anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, team photo. Oh, this looks good. This looks great. Right. Let's get some shots. I guess you'll just take it from. Oh, hang on. Let me. Oh god, where am I? Right, I won't block the screen here.
You like sitting on a long carrot, little bitch.
Let's try and get one. There's a lot of smoke in the way.
Between the two trucks and stuck the gun over the front of the bonnet.
How can we do a photo when there's so much fucking smoke?
Now, annoyingly, I can't actually cap. Like,
What's JB doing over there?
Oh, sure. Can you throw gang signs? I want to throw a gang sign.
Bro, you're in your fights.
What the fuck?
I hope I've got enough footage here.
So glad we don't have emotes in this game. East side, bitches. I'm gonna be able to step mum's arsehole.
Get in
Right,
there.
I'll move it over. Oh, Botty. We can't miss out Botty with the flames. Oh, I've got 2 flamethrowers now. Get the flames up. Yes, there we go. Look at that. Oh, a bit of lag. Well, I hope I've got everyone in that, and I hope there's enough. I'm kind of looking at my other screen to try and get this to look good.
Yeah, I think so.
Shoot him. Get over here. No!
I'm sure someone will be able to salvage something from this. I hope they will anyway. Anyway, they've done a lot of smokes now. Where's Tom?
Whoever's throwing the smoke, alright, man, say hello.
Where's the commander gun? Oh, he's up there.
I think we may have got the photo by now anyway. I hope so. I can drop my grenade then. Yeah, no. Whoa, well, you didn't drop it. No, I didn't drop it.
I hope you got the message. I'm trying to sign language my way. I'm trying to sign language my way to communicate with the commander. Anyway, where was I? I think I've already explained everything really. The map, the team size, it's all on the screen as well. We are on a half an hour delay, so if anything does come through in the chat, I won't see it until half an hour after you've pressed that enter key or send button. So do bear that in mind. If you want to find out some more information, do type info in the chat, which is just down there. Like mentions it down there. Bloody hell. I think I've got my sound effects up too high. I think I turned this up before. Where is it? Yeah, I don't know. But anyway, we'll jump into admin cam for a little bit. Oh, okay. Sorry, Rogue. I've got business to do. I'm just gonna go and scout the other names, make sure there's no one that I can't pronounce. Yeah. I mean, I've gone through the rule set on every stream, but just for completeness, it's 35v35. There is no Panther permitted, and on the flip side, for the Americans, there is then no 75 permitted. You're only allowed one artilleryman, who obviously uses the artillery gun. There is no SBAs currently in Hell EU. I don't think. Correct me if I'm wrong. But anyway, it's usually one man on one gun. That could be a weird video. And they are immortal, so no one's allowed to come and sneak around and take them out. They are allowed to shell themselves silly. Some questionable things already, but anyway, let's we'll continue as we mean. Oh God, what am I saying? As we mean to go on. The other is nodes. Nodes are placed as early as possible by both teams, and then they are also immortal. So again, no sneak. There's basically not really a reason to be in A and B or I and J for, obviously apart from the fifth cap if you get there, but there's not really any point in being, especially in column 1 or column A or column J for the opposite side teams. But yeah, who have we got? We've got Vaga, we've got Gwen, Benj, Joe, Airborne, Captain Demise, Jack Stannis, Stanislas, Cryzona, or Cryzona, and who have we got? Got a little AT gun set up here, this is interesting. We've got Lantric, Brazer, we've got Jibs, surrounded with his couple of his teammates. Got Bumpy. I've got Spax, or Spades, or Spays, or I don't know if the X is like, you know when people redact a letter in an M. But anyway, Spays, if I was pronouncing the X like a Z. Well, Spax, whatever. Can I say that? CTRO cool. Is it Gianaldo? Gianaldo? Sounds like a footballer. Petit Nicholas. Lexa, Light, Belik. Chico. And if we got over at the North Spawn, we've got Jean Gab, or Jean Gab. Private Ryan. And K2. K2's a cool name. I like that. Yeah, I think we've got everyone covered there, really. But yeah, 35-35. Got Bob again. Oh, if we, you know, the OGs will remember the adventures of Bob. Yeah, we followed Bob on a. You can tell he's been on a few adventures. Look at the poor guy. But yeah, Bob was a legend in a previous Carentan game, and it was on Canal Crossing, and he managed to run all the way around the back to the north map edge, and he ran behind the defensive garrison. They were on the same side actually. They were on. Oh no, sorry. They're gonna flip. They were on Axis obviously, and he ran all the way around the back, and yeah, we followed that, and Bob did very well. Here we go. Here's the point flip, and this will be the start of this match. Good luck to both teams. I hope it's a good one. And I am jumping on artillery into Love Squad. Hey. Oops. I don't know what happened there. Oh, artillery's gone. Cool. I guess he's dropping supplies. I think he was trying to. He was trying to get me in the. He was trying to get me in the spectator spot. But I've done my intro, and we know they just build nodes and drive out at the start. So once he's dropped his box, I assume, and dropped back into artillery, we will join him. As you can see, one of the tank crew have just done the same, I think. Obviously, you kind of have to do this with reduced numbers. So in 49 games, obviously you have a significant oh, hang on. Have I got artillery yet? Nope. Okay, we don't have. There we go. Lovely. So I'm straight on the engineer. I'll go top spawn. We can see the arrangement of points there, which is quite it benefits the DBD, I would argue, with rail crossing being so far from train station. If they end up fighting over that, I don't know why I always go and hide. I just feel safer. As you can see there, nodes going up from Van Dyck Brown. Got Spectre on the artillery. Tom C, the commander, just in the spawn at the moment with David Dulag. There we go, his supply truck's up. We've got the Lux coming out. Who have we got in the Lux? Have we got the Step Bros? No, we've got Drunkmeister and Helen Keller. And I'll have to catch up with this medium tank over here. And I think they must be in the no. Ooh, there we go, the light tank. We do have the Step family again in the tank. We've got Step Mom, Step Dad, and Step Bro. We'd love to see it. Now, this here does have potential for rocket snipes, but I'm not sure, again, with the reduced numbers, what goes on here. Also, we've been very lucky, and I can see the audio. I really do hope the audio is coming through, and I can hear it, and I can see it on the mixer. But I will be able to do map analysis with sound now. There will be. I currently am clicking in my OBS window, and we have sound, so it somehow fixed itself. Don't ask me how. But anyway, we've got supplies coming down from the DBD. In G7 and D6 for the allies. And you can see a big push just off the train tracks, main route in for DBD. And now we might see a rocket or two. We've got Crizona, who is on AT, on the truck. And once he gets into this straight, he could try and get a rocket off. Will it happen? Or will the opposite? No? He's still riding it. He's still riding it. But it looks like the DBD have opted for a safer route with their trucks off of the main tracks. So Crizona is not rocket sniping. But we've got a good drip feed of soldiers from the L90. Just make sure I've got my things the right way around. And I've just realised that's a little... Oh dear. Probably not best doing this in the opening fight, but at least we've got a good angle. We've got L90 holding the station side of train station, and DBD overloading the factory side, or goods siding. Got a Lux in there nice and early, setting up with their back to the wall. Although we've got Space with a rocket to the side of the Lux. Early doors, Lux might be going down. We've got Drunkmeister, Helen Keller, 2-man tank crew. But it does look like they may be temporary, given they're only a 2-man tank. Guess they may be swapping out. We've got Jack Stanislas sitting comfortably on the point, but not in safety from that Lux. We've got Brazer and Bob, but we've got bodies falling everywhere, really. Hard to keep up. We've got Botty pushing the point. Botty with the elimination. And moving up. But Bob takes down Bob as well. Clears the area that L90 wanted to hold. And now I guess Botty will try and hold this area here, just in the westmost area of the train station, by the wall or on the crane. Ballsy move, but you've got the medium tank up, pressuring the Lux, but they've taken some fire of their own. How are they getting... Oh, okay. We've got the P4 set up on an elevated position on the good side in station. And it looks like Philly Kamid, Thierry Holmes and CTR O'Cool are going to have to back off and repair now. We've got artillery coming down in the tank position, I guess trying to prevent any repairs coming in. Sorry, I am zoomed in after looking at Botty, who has since vacated the area somehow. We will not debate how that happened. I was getting a bit of stick from Botty explaining that whenever I watch him he dies, so after his 2k there he did indeed. Vaga on a little run here down the train tracks, looking for, I think he's looking for the P4. Echo? Oh dear. Echo with the supply drop, but Vaga gets the supplies and the infantry who dropped them. I think he took out the outpost, maybe. No, not the. I don't know how he spawned in. Wait, what? What is this? Is this a thing? Is this allowed? That is crazy. Sorry, I've never seen that before. I never knew that was a thing. Right, Brad v Private Ryan. And the P4 now moving out of its wooden cover. Peeking forward. Yeah, I never knew that was a thing. That's something you learn. Something new you learn. I guess they can't shoot out of it though. I guess it's a safety to repair rather than you can shoot through. I guess the reticle or the gunner will just see a black screen when in there, I assume, or the inside of the. Anyway, I'm watching a tank in a box. What am I doing? There's all these other this other spread of infantry over to the south, which I'm forgetting about. We've got the 5th and Alabama, spotted with Prudy Prudes. Moving up against the L90 commander, Jibs, Brazer and Benj. Flares up from DBD. That Lux is still up. Helen Keller out on repairs. And the flip has gone to the DBD. Do you know what? I'm not going to listen to his cries. I'm going to still watch him. Let's see what Botty does here. Botty again takes down Gwen. Holding defensive positions here. Moving across towards the open park area. Moving with caution. Stays into cover. Bastard takes down an OP by the looks of it, along with the spawns off of it. So we've got Van Dyck Brown, Kev and Bast, along with Brad, pushing up. Oh, we've got Churchy. One to watch, Churchy. Remember the name, remember the name. obviously confident enough to sit on the crane and take pop shots down the train tracks. What happened up to the north? Looks like Alabama the 5th took down the enemy commander. And there is also a tank now under fire from David Dulag. And they have since been taken down. I think the tank was the one of the tanks looking at it. I'm not sure, but he died anyway. Good work from DBD. And it looks like the L90 you're going to answer with a large front door push. Light Genio, Bob and Jack Stanislas moving up. Looks like DBD are going to be holding that front door firmly shut though, with some spawns around the area. A little bit of map analysis, I think, coming in. Let's have a little look at what's going on the map. So we've got Axis supply drop on the southernmost map edge. Hang on, we've got a bloody bombing run coming through from the Allies already. But DBD did clear the point pretty early, so I don't think it would have connected with many. The Lux would have taken some fire, but that obviously didn't come up when I hovered over. But yeah, what we'll do, I can see what's happening here, so we'll just have a look at map analysis. You can see it's already been marked on the map, but what we've got is we have got garrison in this position. We've got a little OP over here. And what they're doing is trying to run down this street and into train station, whilst keeping the pressure on front door with the bombing run that's just gone through this position. Now, they do have a garrison here, which they'll be spawning off as well, and they also have the very southern edge as well. So they're going to be looking to pressure these 3 lanes, albeit one of them is on a weird angle from ruins. But yeah, that's probably what they're going to try and do, unless something comes out like an airhead. But what we can see from DBD is they've got a squad up on this position. They've got a few squads on each side of train station, kind of spread like that, with a tank just on this eastern side of train station. And then you've even got some DBD as far north as up here, so they're obviously trying to stop the wide flanks going on. But anyway, we will jump back into the fight and see what's happening. But an opening 10 minutes that's gone the way of the DBD. What's this tank doing over here? This is a cheeky play. We've got a Greyhound making its way through the unsuspecting DBD, but we've got David Dulag on the AT class, and we've got AT Logan. Has he lived up to his name? I'm not sure, but the garrison has maybe been found. How many have they got in here? They do have 3, so the spotter will have called out the garrison. They're trying to take down AT Logan. AT Logan, road kill. Ah, they've got satchels, I see. Davey jumps on top. The YOLO play from Davey, getting the satchel onto... okay, the satchel is on. But can the Greyhound kill the Lux first? We've got the Step family. Step family get the kill, but Davey was the insurance play. But good work from the Step family there to react in good time in their Lukes. And we got another Lukes which has been damaged. So both of them are still Helen Keller and Drunkmeister running the 2-man. Didn't know whether that was going to be temporary, unless they probably are just still alive from the opening fight, and they're maybe just trying to cause a nuisance. We do have the P4 now moved out of its strange position. We've got Party Boy, Topher, and Echo now sat in position on point with a lovely placed barricade. We've got a Jean Gab on the train station, taking down the DBD garrison. Crafty too slow on the grenade throw, but does not get the kill in compensation of losing the garrison. But Light and Jean Gab now move up to train station and see how this plays out for them. Well played from L90 there to get into that position. They've also got Private Ryan on a flank in the background yeah, I was gonna say, what's the opposite of foreground? It's background. Yeah, Private Ryan and Captain Demise in the background. We've got Light, Jean Gab, I like saying that name, and Junior Lalanne and Petit Nicolas in the strong point now. We've got Bob just hanging on the outskirts, playing on the support class. But it looks like the cap is beginning to flip for L90. Progress has been made. But it looks like DBD will react accordingly, with already a few people running towards the strong point. We do have a large block of infantry over to the north, sorry, of train station. We're back onto the main fight. They are clearing it, to be fair. We've got Petit Nicholas now moving up. Can hear Apex Mule. Apex Mule ready with the SMG, or the MP40 should I say. Light now sprinting up to the position of his fallen comrade. Apex has not heard. He slipped by. Must have been the wind. Oh, Botty's got his ears off. He's not heard. He's not heard Light just shoot his M1. Botty is playing. Oh dear. Well, I'm going to get flamed for that. That's going to be my fault. But now it seems like I've missed the DBD clearing the train station. However, Light has also cleared it from DBD, so there was, for a moment there was actually no one on train station. Now, let's jump back in with Botty and see what kind of crazy play he does now to get himself killed. We've got Light now on the. He's ran up the crane to get himself to this elevated position, which is very favourable, usually from the defending side, but on an attacking play it could pay off very well for him. Light sitting happily up here, takes down Dogs with one shot, one kill, and he moves himself to the west now to take down an OP. Botty now on high alert, still hasn't heard that M1 above him. Dear mate. And it looks like L90 are pushing, but it looks also DBD have got a push onto derailed. Now how have I missed this? Is it just Sumo? L90 have left no one on defense, and there's a lone Sumo holding the ring. I wonder if he can push anyone out that tries to dare enter. That's his name, Sumo wrestler. Anyway, there's a garrison to the south, OPs to the north, garrison to the east. Now, if he stays in the strong point, he will have to force someone else to come to the strong point. There's Corazona, K2, and on the defensive run. Contested now, so I'm not going to stick around for Sumo, but I'm sure. Oh, okay, there's been a defensive spawn, so. But he's managed to draw 6 players back to the defensive point. However, L90 are taking the train station fairly comfortably now. They've cleared Churchill's OP that was on train station, which Botty was using for spawning in. Looks like Botty's come back in off of a garrison. But anyway, we've got the rest of the DBD over here to the south of train station. But they are slowly getting surrounded and pushed out. But the flip has now since been reverted. Progress is declining. Or reverting. I've said reverted already. Anyway, T Walker on the hipfire MG. Brad and Gunfingers now. Jean Gab with the triple kill onto an MG and oh, okay. And then Tom C covers his teammates OP and may have saved them some time getting back to the midpoint to defend. but that helps all of the DBD team. There we go, the big spawn in from AT Logan, Gunfingers and Brad, who were the ones who fell. We need to get that strong point. Point progress is just around 60-70%, and they have started again to cancel the cap. Kirk, Chico, Ames, fires. Kirk taken down. AT Logan with the elimination onto light. Bob with the retaliation. We've got Brad and Bastard holding advanced positions and defending well. We do have a fair few L90 in the back lines. We've got Pretty Pruds and Airborne who are okay. They were right near each other, but now it's just Airborne looking for the garrison, I think. We've got a Tiger now moving in. It's the Step family in the Tiger tank. Now, once they get to the point and get that defended, they will probably be alright. Now we've got an airhead down that I guess Sumo was covering as it came down to derailed. Tiger tank now, as you can see, is set up on that lovely sightline. They are backing up, so maybe some comms have come through. I should probably check the map to see where the other tanks are. Now, as far as okay, there's the 76. Is that the only other tank currently on the field? I don't see any big ovals. Reinforce was out for the DBD, and it seems to have paid off now. They've really consolidated back on the defensive point. But the 76 is moving in on a bit of an aggressive player here. Moving up, but Apex Mule is ready with the satchel. The spotter will be looking for the Tiger tank, but Apex is taken down by light. Does not allow the satchel to go on the tank. And the tank is now set up happily and probably looking for the Tiger tank. And if we get a bird's eye view, let's have a look at where the two tanks are currently set up. So I'm just going to double check that I'm not talking absolute tripe here. Oh, they are out the tank. Oh, they're back in the tank. Oh, one of them's back in the tank, but there is a spawn next to it, which is worrying. The Tiger tank is in a little bit of trouble, but we've got 76 is here with a sight line across here and here. And then we've got the Tiger tank here, which is under fire from, under pressure from satchels and stuff, but they've got a pretty narrow sight line that just goes all the way to there. Obviously covering the road, but that's currently where the two tanks are playing, and they're just missing each other. The Tiger is back up, it's just here on your screens, looking west. We have had a bombing run out onto train station. That must be L90, given that it's landed directly on the spawn wave, and I think that was maybe the garrison, given where it was positioned, and the amount of spawns that were on it. So the garrison, I think, taken down from the bombing run. Very well played from L90's commander there, Jibs. Must have had some good intel from the team, or a lucky guess. You can sometimes get away with those things. Oh, nice to have you here, game guy, on a 5 watch streak. A 5 stream watch streak, that is very much appreciated, mate. Thank you. I will type back as well. Oh, it's nice not losing audio, isn't it? Really nice. It keeps the flow of the game, doesn't it? You know, you can really hear things going on like bombing runs and P strikes and things for me to miss. L90 are pushing off the back of that bombing run pretty hard, and got a strafe run in, running east-west. And artillery coming down for L90 onto the onto the outpost of the DBD. We've got Bastard, Davy Dulag, JB and Alabom in a spot of bother, pinned down by infantry and artillery fire. Cactus is currently the lone L90 player in the strong point, and strong point is being held at around 60%, progressing upwards now. Got Lanteric and Captain Demise now holding pretty forward positions. They've got a pretty good flank going on. They've got Airborne FC, Contrascends, I hope that's right, and they are looking for the outpost or garrison that's allowing Prudy Pruds to watch the back line, but Prudy is under a lot of fire from different angles. It's not been very fair on the poor bloke. Looks like L90 are going to flip it here with just a few seconds left on the cap. And there you go. The cap has gone over to the L90 side of things now. So there's probably going to be some kind of push from one side or the other here to try and recap, or to try and really solidify the defences onto train station. Got a supply drop out from L90 on the west side of train station. Allow them to build in this spot here. The 76 has set up shop in a very lovely spot looking down the road. Botty is in a right pickle. I don't think he's going to, unless he can smoke it. I think he has just thrown some smoke. Possibly. He has thrown smoke. It's gone a little on the road, but maybe that will distract the tank. He's got some in the gateway now. Got Gunfingers and Botty now moving up towards 76 and hoping there's the American supply drop, but Botty running into Lalan. No, he's gonna. Okay. Yeah, I think there was. Yeah. Sorry, Botty. You are the furthest forward DBD player in the action. I'm obviously going to film that. We've got the 76 now happily gunning down infantry through the smoke. There was a contest on the rail crossing there, but I think the threat... Oh no, it's airborne off of his outpost. Moving up towards rail crossing. And the defensive garrison is in a good spot. They probably will be able to get a spawn wave off if the call comes in from the commander or squad leader who's responsible for that area. Not many L90 in the immediate vicinity of the train station. I think they've got their garrison locked out at the moment due to Churchy and maybe the recon tank, the DBD step family sailing past the 76 has spotted them and they want the kill. There is AT and yeah, there was Space, there was Captain Demise, there was a 76, there was Lexa, there was Bob, all the anti-tank in the area. Now we have seen quite a few tank crews from DBD, so I'm not sure if L90 have responded with the overloading of AT units. Now, you know what, I've liked doing this. I did this in the Wednesday Means War stream and I really enjoyed this, so I'm going to do this now. So you can see the kind of line of DBD holding this area, so this is kind of their territory right now. And then we've got the L90. Was that a peace strike? They've got the L90 holding the southern area and this road, and then a little bit here, and then kind of like that. So they're kind of pushing up through here, they're pushing up through here, and there'll be some pushing out through this direction. Now, that was a missed peace strike, from what I could hear. Or artillery. But anyway, it is cleared as well. Yeah, okay, good. And let's see. Yeah, there's a lot of L90 in the area now. I think after they cleared that tank and the spawn wave could come off the garrison, they're sitting pretty. But the DBD have got a hell of a lot in there. I mean, no one is on rail crossing right now. They've got one. We've got Doug's on defense. Credit to Doug's sitting there to make the call for the retreat when necessary. We are just coming up to the 1 hour mark. We are 1/3 of the way through. We've got Doug's here, just enjoying his time of peace and quiet on rail crossing, just looking out for airheads or recon squads or anything along the lines of that. So looks like he's trying to get his OP up in a hidden location just to give him some more radar coverage. But sorry, a little deviation from the central point, but it does appear that the DBD are recapping train station. So to recap, we've had the initial cap from DBD, held for about 20 minutes, 25 minutes, and then we've had the capture from L90, and then DBD are currently trying to recapture. But big spawn wave again off of some of the immediate outputs or the garrison. Can't confirm nor deny how they came in. DBD numbers are reducing on the point, and we've got the double reps onto the 76, which is really locking down the point, probably getting some splash damage off of the crane or the other industrial structures in the goods yard of train station. I want Bob to go on a flank. I want to see the adventures of Bob, but maybe he's been asked to tone it down for this one. Little adventure from Bob. Oh, he's found some enemy ammunition, which friendly ammunition that he wants to restock his rockets and grenades and get back out there. He's going to rocket through the smoke, maybe. He's got a friendly through there though, so he's decided to continue on up to a new piece of cover. And when he see Kev before Kev sees Bob, the battle of the 3-letter man names. The 3-letter male names of Bob and Kev. Bob takes down Commander Tom C. Brad, he is the shot and is approaching with caution. Bob moves up. Grenade is next to Bob. Bob has heard said grenade. Manages to get out alive, but might need to bandage here. I'm not sure if he was within the blast radius, but yep, he was indeed. That's when you need your medic. DBD are really putting the pressure on, really keeping up the pressure here to prevent. It's not only obviously giving them a chance to cap the point, but it's also preventing L90 from trying to attack rail crossing. But we do have I don't know how that isn't locked out. But anyway, we've got Easy Squad, whoever they are, taking down the backup garrison for rail crossing. Oh, we've got Botty taken down by Lanteric. 76 moving back into position. And I don't think I've seen as many tank crews from L90. I think L90 are... I've got more... Oh, okay, we've got a bombing run coming in from the Axis. Right on top of the 76, so they are not going to get much infantry in this, because the infantry... I mean, where are the the L90 infantry? What they've spawned from... So they've got no garrison, I see, and now we've got maybe a panic strafe run here. But we've got a bombing run and a strafe run. We've got the strafe run that's going to... The bombing run friendly fires onto Chris, I think it was. Strafe run comes through, and I don't think... Maybe he got Tom C with the strafe run. No, he was too far away. No one falls to the strafe run. Only the 76 in the bombing run, and they have taken damage, but they are still just happily sat there as a sentry gun. DBD are contested, and there's now a cap going ahead on rail crossing. We have to quickly Can I leave this? There is a defensive push coming in from the west there, but we've got Airborne and Cactus now on the attack, and we've got a few of the DBD boys moving back. We've got Dugs, who may see Airborne. Airborne is taken down, but DBD are going to take train station by the looks of it. Cactus is not putting any pressure onto rail crossing, and DBD are contested in the last moment. Botti is holding the fort. Botti with an elimination onto Cryzona. Is it enough to flip the point? Let's see what he does. Gets the point flipped. It could have all been Botti eliminating that one soul from the strong point, meaning that he's essentially killed 3. Hello, Fasten. Good to see you, mate. Thank you for the cat boy emoji. We don't ask. Satchel goes off. Proxy satchel, I assume, from whoever was last in that position. Could have been Botti for all we know. Right, we've got a P4. The Step family are back in the P4 after their tragic Tiger turmoil. A lot of infantry helping out the P4 here. They know get the P4 into position, and we've got supply drops from both commanders pretty close to one another. We've got the US supplies dropping just on the main road, and then we've got the Axis supplies dropping just behind the P4. But looks like the DBD drop is going to be more successful than the American drop. We've got AT Logan taking down the supplies and denying the building of the said garrison. Looks like the commander is just waiting. He tried to build a Gary, but was unsuccessful. Let's take down Kev. T Walker now pushing the corner, knowing that someone is round here, and his MG mows him down. What is this now? We've got a P strike onto the P4. We got a P strike. We just got it. It wasn't the P4. It was the repair station. I thought I'd cut my first successful P strike. Oh well. Well, the P4 did get damaged, and at least they got the repair station with it, which makes them slightly less comfortable and effective. Oh, we've got the AT from Space now. Another shot into the possibly the side. Oh, what a kill from Space! That's a great job. What a great job from him. Probably called him the P strike and finished off with the rocket launcher. We do have a Tiger though coming in, which is Topher and Echo without their commander. Is there a tank commander within the area? There we go. Party Boy is on his way back to his Tiger. We've got Bob and Space on the AT class now moving up to the Tiger's location, and this could be disaster if Bob, I believe Bob is running. Yeah, he's running rockets, isn't he? Yeah, he's running rocket. Never mind. But DBD Party Boy is back in the spotter seat. Artillery coming down onto train station from L90. But not many DBD boys in the strong point. They have all pushed out and started to take this this line here where Bastard is, along with Churchy and Chris H, along with Botti, everyone's fan favourite. Do we need map analysis? Do we? Do we want map analysis? I think we might do. Churchy on the flamethrower. The disrespect. But trades out with Spares and Churchy. Now we've got Junior on the right hand side of our screen here, who's moving in towards K2, and Derailed is, well, was under a little bit of pressure, but seems to have died down now. We have got Private Ryan. Oh, okay, sorry. Excuse me, I'm just yawning because I'm tired as usual. Right, we've got Balik. We did have Jack Stanislas, Zipek, and Lalan. all pushing onto the strong point of train station. The Tiger rolls in, and they are hoping that there are no satchels nearby. However, bit of friendly fire there from Lulan. Trying to shotgun Dugs from range, but Dugs gets the elimination onto him, and Cactus has now been spotted, but Bugs is... Okay, that might have been friendly fire, I think. Let's have a look where the... I mean, it's going to be hard. Yeah, I think that the... Yeah, I think that must be the... it would be Bumpy on the L90 artillery getting some friendly fire. But Belik, Bob and Jack Stanislas are back on the attack. Oh god, sorry. Oh man, how unprofessional. Oh, we love your repair station going up. We love this. Davey Dulag doing the Lord's work and getting that repair station up for the Tiger tank. And he's also jumping on the manual reps just to speed things up. Now we have a supply drop coming out from L90 in towards Ruins to allow them that flank that they've been enjoying so much when they push in from the north. DBD are loaded up on the south. We've got Joe on the AT rockets going into the back of the Tiger, but unsuccessful. And Tiger will now just happily sit and repair off of the repair station. Vagabonix, or Bonis, maybe? We've got Belik, who is sitting in the gardens, staying quiet. Churchy takes one. How's... Huh? Okay, I was going to say, how's he not seen the fella stood right next to him? But OP goes down. Not sure if Zepek was having technical difficulties there. That did not look like a normal play from a competitive infantry player. Tiger now sat in another set of these pallets. And now DBD sitting comfortably on, but whoa, okay. Push in from the northeast. We've got Airborne, Petite Nicholas, Gwen, and we did have Joe, but it's fallen to the bullets of Brad or Davey. Interesting flank from L90. It seems like this is what they do best. They seem to get around the back and really hassle DBD's backline, which pulls the attention back and then leaves the front door open. But as far as map analysis goes, let's see what we can do here. I don't think I'm going to be able to really see too much. It's very congested, but we've got the defensive LP from DBD, which is hot. We've got a backup, garrison that's hot. We've got a backup garrison, and then we have L90 with a few outposts only. We've got an outpost here, and there's an outpost up here somewhere, and they are trying to push in from this direction. We've just seen that these supplies are coming down. Possibly, well, let's have a look whose they are. But it looks like this is what they want to do. They want to get in from behind. I very much what's the word? Why have I gone completely blank? My brain's just like stopped working for a moment there. Sorry. Yeah, it looks like L90 really want to flank on the back and push in from the east before then engaging from the west and the south. But DBD having a stronghold of the south here. We've got Helen Keller, who's now out of the tank. So I thought that must have been a temporary tank roll, and they see how things pan out. Helen Keller is hiding, taking it easy. Oh jeez, that was brutal. And Brazier Brazier with the headshot onto Helen Keller. So DBD have got control back over train station, and there's still a few thorns in the side of DBD, and I think Airborne is really leading that charge and keeping his OP up. He's done a very good job of hiding his OP, allowing his teammates to spawn, and then just harass the returning tanks and other vehicles from the HQs. Now, Airborne moving around in the back line still, but Captain Demise and Private Ryan, I think, are his squad mates, as they have been in this area as well for a lot of the game. Alabama Dugs have been given the role of trying to sniff these out, along with Drunk Meister, who was one of the two-man tank crew, along with Helen Keller. Helen Keller's now having a bit of a tough time over here on the south border of the map. Gianaldo and Fluff are moving in from the south. Oh, we've got a spawn up on Derailed off of an airhead. There are a lot of DBD on the fourth point here. Derailed train is already at 50%. I was dilly-dallying and having a brain fart back on defence, but this is what was going on, that we missed Tom C, T Walker, JB, Kirk, Botty, Davey Dulag, Rogue, Apex, Junior and Churchy. Churchy, one of the shooters, all attacking the derailed train, and now L90 have not got a lot of spawns too close, and with an easy run back into the strong point of derailed. Sorry, it must have been a garrison built up over here or something, but there's two OPs, but then smoke coming down. We've got the enemy commander on the airhead. What a find! This might be the turning point. Airhead gone down. Can the artillery save them? Junior holding the off angle, stopping the spawns off of the garrison near where L90 Benj is. Got spawn wave off of the OPs or garrisons off Genius, Ginaldo, Joe and Cactus now moving in from the east. But the cap has been paused, but it's at about 95%. JB falls. Chico is taken out in return by Botty. Now Botty needs to come up with some crazy play here. Some good shooting. Oh, artillery's coming down and decimating the DBD attack. They have been accurately pinged, and artillery has moved. Botty holding the angles on the point. The point is being reverted now down to about 65%. If Botty jumps on those crates, he'll have a sight of Cactus and Fliff and Lanteric. Looks like artillery have got a ping. Got the P4 moving in, which this may be just what they need. The P4 has taken down the garrison, but was not close enough for some of the OPs. We've got Chico on the backside of the P4 and one shot right into the... Oh dear. Oh dearie me. The P4 has attempted to fit somewhere they cannot, and Chico is on the attack. The front rocket, Cactus now on the satchel, but Botty covering his P4. That may have just been what has saved them here. They've got OPs, DBD have got OPs in the strong point, which are able to be spawned on. So the artillery is slightly ineffective, given that they can spawn back within 20 seconds of dying to the artillery. Now P4 watching for infantry. Botty covering the P4's backside, and the cap now moving up to 60%. We've got Gianaldo on the satchel and Botty. Botty has not heard, because under the cover of the artillery fire, the satchel is on. Now Botty is going to be checking the tank, and he has... No. Has he found it? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh Oh no. Boys. Boys. The satchel has been placed on the rear mudguard. And the P4 goes boom! But the cap has still gone through for the DBD. That's insane. Not enough of L90 could get into the strong point, and Botti has respawned going back to his post, but taken down by Chico, Private Ryan. Now, is there going to be enough of the DBD spawning in the area to cover? Big push in from the south. Brad Bug, Van Dyck Brown, Bastard, Helen Keller, and Kev T360 clearing the southern area, pardon me, of derailed train. David Dulai, Kirk, and JB holding the strong point. Petite Nicholas falling victim. And Captain Demise now the next soldier to run into this absolute death trap strong point. Looks like the DBD are going to have a pretty comfortable setup now, given the dwindling numbers of L90 in the area. L90 big spawn back on farm ruins, and this is what I mean by this series of 3 points, which is randomized. You don't get to pick. It is randomized, but from the midpoint, obviously coming straight down the train tracks and into the farm ruins from there is pretty what's the word, in favour of DBD compared to obviously the amount of distance that L90 had to cover for rail crossing. Now that's a very strange medium tank position, and I do want to cover this. I mean, there is a few in the point, but they do. I mean, DBD have got 2 garrisons set up already and a lot of OP, so I don't see it being too much of a problem. But I do want to see. Okay. I believe this is their wreckage, and they were eliminated by the P4, which is spot them from pretty far away. They did spin to try and front face, but it wasn't enough to fight off the P4, and of course it's the Step family. Always alert, even running out of HQ, staying alert. No rest for the wicked. Right, let's speed back up and see. Let's just see what's going on in the backlines. So Tom C just scouting the backlines around train station. We've got Doug's and Pretty Pruds just doing the same, and then in and around Derailed, we've got Kirk, Drunkmeister, and Bug. Never mind, we've got Space, Petite Nicholas, Cactus, and Light now pushing in from the allotments. JB maybe sniffing out the OP. I haven't checked the map, but yep, there was an OP there. JB with the OP clearance. Now you've just got to mop up the infantry in the strong point, and you should be golden. But look at the numbers that L90 have had to put onto farm ruins now to prevent the 5-0. But 3 in the strong point. Sorry, Light, Nicholas. They've got an OP up, but it is locked out. DBD back in their masses. Botti with the elimination, and is he going to get Petite Nicholas as well? No, he does not react in time. But I can't badmouth them too much, seeing as they are a 4-1 up at the moment. So it's currently 4-1. Let's have a little recap, running up into the remaining half hour. So we have had the initial point cap from the DBD. Then L90 took it about 20 minutes later and held it for around 15 minutes. DBD flipping the point back over onto train station, and then pushing derailed train with a wide flank from 1 or 2 squads, a couple of OPs, maybe even a garrison down that got an influx of soldiers onto the point, and then the commander jumped in too with abilities and an airhead to distract. So that paid really well for them in the end, and they are now defending derailed and putting some pressure onto farm ruins. It's a bit of a balancing act now, I think. for DBD. They don't want to leave their derailed train and the progress they've made to possibly clutch a 4-1 win over the and risk it for the 5-0 when 4-1 is a very respectable scoreline for two top tier Div 2 teams. Because I did think that it was a pretty even match, to be honest, going into this. They are both very good teams. What I'm going to do now, I don't really do this usually, but if you are watching this on YouTube and you are enjoying it up to now, there is a button that tells me you like it, and that is the like button. It's free to do as well, so if you fancy that, then do be my guest. Same with subscribing on YouTube. Feel free to subscribe if you want to see more Hell Let Loose content. And I have originally streamed this over on Twitch, which link is in the description. If you want to see me go live, then hit a follow on Twitch, and there is no obligation, but if you want to, feel free to subscribe. If you've got Amazon Prime, you can get a Twitch Prime sub, but again, I'm not going to cry too much about it. It's just in case people don't know. I'm not going to ram it down your throats, but anyway, that's my little plug. I feel like you just kind of have to be obliged to do that, otherwise you'll stay at the bottom of the barrel forever and ever. But anyway, right. You've seen behind the curtain too much. Anyway, back into the fight. We've got L90 holding, well, pushing out from farm ruins to they're pushing southeast out of farm ruins. And they are making some good progress around this wheat field. There is a Puma though, supporting the defensive lines here. Commander is down, but assume he is on the comms, listening for AT. AT with one rocket into the Puma. Puma returns fire, but both of the okay. I was gonna say both like player and tank are still there, but they really weren't in the end. They were vaporized. Okay, look at this. We've got a. I don't know how L90 have managed to get into this position, but we've got a good mix of. We've got two. Oh. Hello. Can I not draw? Okay, there we go. So we've got these two players just having a chat, maybe German to American soldiers having a bit of a chat. We've got Drunkmeister and Petit Nicholas over here. Well, he's actually sandwiched between a couple of DBD players, so we've got that little exchange on. And they've got Captain Demise in this position here, who's fairly close to Brad. So we've maybe got like is it a truce? Is there a Christmas Day game of football going on here, guys, or what's going on? They seem to be just camping out next to one another, and I mean, a lot of killing has gone on since I've mentioned that, so the joke's gone, but that was interesting whilst it lasted. We've got a P4 moving up with Joe on the AT close by. He's on the flank behind the P4, going to get some distance or he'll kill himself. Gets one rocket in. P4 reacts, but the supporting fire from Botti onto the Rocketeer. I'm not sure how many people are in the chat, but thank you again for watching live and supporting me anyway. Give me some score predictions with half an hour left. This will be embarrassing. No one says anything, but I don't really care. Put some score predictions down in the chat if you want to. Do you think DBD are going to hold on to this 4-1? Do you think they're going to go for the 5-0? Or do you think that L90 are going to pull an airhead out the bag with a bobbin run or something and get back onto train station and maybe clutch the 3-2? Let me know. We've got Vagabondies on the medic now. So of course we're going to follow the medic of the team and see what they do and how they play it. They do have a rifle on their back, which is a little upsetting, but it's not everyone plays Cartsman like I do. Looks like L90 have got some bodies onto derailed, and they are derailing DBD's defensive hold right now. Yeah, I wrote that one down. No, I didn't write that was spontaneous. We've got Gwen, Spares, Private Ryan, and Vagabondies. With Captain Demise holding the off angle. We've got Chico, Lanteric, and Cactus moving in from the east. Brad Botty on the first response unit. Body with a shot on Chico. Let's follow Botty here. He's in a good position to finish them off, but Gwen using Botty's original position against him. Brad Alabom. Oh, we got some.
Roger.
We got some.
He can shoot us, but we can't see him.
Got some blue chat comms coming through. I always like to get a bit of the blue chat insight from the team that I am paired with. I think they're calling out the position of Gwen.
Might be factory.
There you go, by the factory. Medic is trying to return fire. That is not your primary objective, sir. Let the others do the dirty work. Got Van Dyck putting down some supplies ready for another garrison on point, since the I guess the one they were using has been destroyed. Lanteric. Oh, the medic player getting Spears back up in a flash. And then he trades out with someone who was on an outpost, which means they'll just respawn. Dog squad. Space has missed the outpost, and looks like DBD sit back on defense. Oh, hang on, we've got a wall. Oh, okay, I was going to say an over the wall exchange, but Kirk. AT, what was his name again? AT Logan. On the AT class, he has been on the AT class the entire time. A man of his word. Changes class for no one. I am anti-tank Logan and nothing else. I couldn't imagine anyone picking only one class on Hell Let Loose and playing it the whole time. Space with the double kill on the shotgun, that was mighty impressive. A little jump for joy as he prances through the gardens towards train station to clear up any OPs and to help his team out. They've got oh, hang on, are they doing the... Oh no, they've got their OP in the back garden here. A 3-story house. We've got Lanteric, Petite, Nicholas and Chico in the 3-story broken building with a sight line, a lovely sight line here from Lanteric onto the strong point, but he has been spotted and eyes are this way. But Botty, AT Logan and Churchy get taken down and then confirmed as taken down by the artillery. Sumo under fire. It's gonna get a little leery. We've got a bombing run coming in from DBD. Two bombing runs actually coming in. We've got the DBD bombing run onto Farm Ruins, which has cleared a lot on Farm Ruins, and I think they've followed it up with an airhead. But the airhead has been locked out and destroyed by Nitro. Name I've not seen, but the L90 bombing run comes out, and will it just get Kev? Kev somehow survives in his bushy bunker. Very lucky to survive there, but it doesn't matter how you survive, but as long as you survive. But big commander abilities out on the 25 mark from both commanders. And Jibs now, I think, maybe rebuilding. Yeah, supplies coming down, and K2 and Jibs now waiting on this default garrison location. Is that supplies? No. Let's say, why are they waiting? But anyway, a good attempt from both commanders there, but big spawn wave on Ruins, like. So, got the garrison up at Ruins. We don't have a garrison up for the DBD on Derailed, but they've got the garrisons north and south. little teeny tiny bit of map analysis coming in, right? And if I can do this on this screen, it would be better. So, Garrison over in this position, Garrison over in this position. Obviously, well, they're not doing that straight line run, but they're kind of like going along here and along here and up here and like that. Anyway, that I've made that messy, so they're going along here and along here to get to the point. And then the spawns that are coming in from over here are kind of using this bush and this bush to get back into these areas and these areas, which are key to hold this and apply pressure. And similarly, the guys spawning at ruins are applying pressure onto this set of squares here. These gardens. Strafing run comes in. Anyone fallen victim? No, they have not. It was from L90 across the main road. I need a drink, sorry. Big push from L90 here. Keeping the pressure up. I think the lack of garrison on point. They have DBD have built a garrison up on the main crossroads near where Doug's currently is seen. However, it looks like Cactus, Petit Nicholas, and Lanteric are holding the forward position very well, and L90 are possibly going to cap here. Need some very good artillery shots from Spectre to clear the guys that are holding at the moment, but the fire will need to stop now, given that Jim Tom Jr., 80 Logan are in the point. Oh, okay. No, it's not enough. It's not enough. They don't have enough in the point, and that is the flip from L90, and DBD need to redeploy and get back to train station as fast as possible. Now we may see a couple of these blueberries dropping dead mysteriously, and it would be the few that have been asked to jump back to defence. However, looks like they're going to keep the pressure up, to be honest. Very little. Oh, the few redeployers, I think. Got Brad, Alabom, Chris, Bug, and Tom C heading back to defence. Been a good game this up to now. Been very good. Tiger tank is rolling down the train tracks. Where's the 76? 76 on map edge, so we are map edge over here. 76 over here. Taking pop shots at the 5th. But yeah, the 76 is rolling down map edge. And the Tiger is right there in the point. DBD Party Boy, Tofa and Echo are getting snuck up on by Joe, who I think was running Satchel on. He's running during the rockets. Sumo on the cover fire, ready to take aim. And Joe eliminated from his tank, or relieved of his tank eliminating duties. DBD are jumping straight back on this point. Is this point going to flip again? Point flip within 5 minutes is pretty crazy. DBD just not allowing them to set up. The reinforce has come out for the L90, so they are trying to hold on to it. They know that this last 20 minutes it's going to be a big fight for train station if they can hold on to derailed. However, it would be well, they've done it once. Why can I say? Why am I saying it's difficult for them to do it again? They've got a lot of. Okay, the artillery is in the right spot. The artillery is dropping down right in the correct location for the most effectiveness on that building complex where Lexa and Brazer are, along with Gianaldo. But if he can shell and what's the word? Suppress that area and not allowing them to cross towards the Tiger tank, then I think the DBD will be pretty happy with that. Now we've got Space, Private Ryan, Gwen, Captain Demise, and Light at the forefront of the. Oh, what was that? Was that artillery? What went? What blew up there? Something blew up. I'm not sure what. Might be in a satchel. But I think he took down 2 or 3. And DBD, if they can stay on the attack and in the strong point, they will. Oh, okay. No. L90 have got the numbers in the point now. They've got 4 or maybe possibly 5 in the strong point. equaling 15 on the numbers, with the rest of them in the cap squares anyway. So it's going to be 3 to 2 now. DBD oh, they've had a spawn wave. DBD have had a spawn wave in the strong point and taken down multiple tangos in the strong point, meaning this cap is going to fly through the remaining progress if they can hold the ground. Even trading out would work here, given that their OP is still standing. Golf Squad's OP is still standing. Private Ryan and Spears now. We've got T Walker, who's just waltzed past Private Ryan, or vaulted the wall. Is Private Ryan going to see that outpost? Is it on the other side of the wall? Has it gone? Oh, it's back here. Botty spawning in off Golf Squad's outpost. And now the Tiger needs to put in some work. If the Tiger can get a shot to the left here, needs a splash onto Floof. Oh no. No, 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 no. P4. P4 is doing the work now. Tiger Tank and P4 working in unison. And that may be just what they need. If Crafty and Kev can clear the strong point, which is this set of buildings here. Well, the bit that they're fighting over anyway. Then, I don't know why I've concentrated on that, sorry. It seems the fight's always been there, but this is also in the strong point. Got Jack Stanislas airborne. Brazer, Zepek and Joe. Multiple rockets out onto the P4, and the P4 eliminated by Joe and Zepek. Great teamwork there from them two. Given the P4 no time to react, and it looks like L90 will defend this. It looks like the DBD progress and spawn points have been thwarted. Can see from this angle here, if I move a little closer, we can see we've just got all of this as controlled by L90, and then we've got the DBD kind of pushing in from all this into this area here and this area here. The Tiger Tank is still up on this position, but is under heavy fire from rockets coming from this location, and I think there was a satchel that was just nearby but has not survived the night. The Tiger Tank could be the difference here. I don't know where the 76 ended up, but it was on map edge. Man, there's been so much to cover in this. There's been constant fights, constant flanks, constant tank battles. Like, it's been all over. Sorry, I will have missed something. So if you're watching this and you're trying to look for the thing I've missed, well done. Yes, I have missed something. It's funny though. We can all laugh and joke about it. Big, but huge. I was gonna say big, but it's a huge spawn wave from L90. And I can't remember. I remember researching last time. It was Lenin Ombre, which I think was the 9th brother. Is that right? If you're interested in what L90 is, but it's L90, but it looks like a 90, so they call themselves L90. I think, well, I'm not sure if they declared themselves L90, but everyone calls them L90. Because I thought it's L90, given its ombre, as you can see in the logo in the top right of the screen. Anyway, I am getting a little distracted here. We're in the last 15 minutes of this game, or close, and as close as damn it, near as damn it. There we go. And hang on, we've got a push from L90 on the train station. We've only got Doug's on defence, so we saw Doug's playing the defensive role on rail crossing. And now train station is getting overrun by a squad of 5. We've got Captain Demise, Private Ryan, Zepek, Lantarek, and Gwen. And I think there's going to be a couple of outposts open and maybe some squad hopping to get 12 infantry on the point in rapid succession. Duggs is the lone defender, and can he pull off a miracle here? He cannot, but he has combed it through, and we have a spawn wave from DBD in the form of Tom C, Pretty Prudes, David Dulag. Oh dear me, 2 taken down in rapid succession. Great shooting from Captain Demise, I think, or Zepek. Sorry to whoever it was, but full credit to you. Garrison now getting not locked out, but it's warm. Lanteric on the running in. AT Logan falls, and now Tom C is trying to cover his garrison, but it looks like Captain Demise has got the rocket off early, and Captain Demise may have had the turning point play here. Lanteric taking down the commander, Neely. my chat bot just caught a bot. Fantastic. Strafe run coming through from I think it was L90, just to stop the run back from DBD. And now the airhead coming down from L90 onto train station. And Zepek has been given the job of defending said airhead, but a grenade comes out from Alabom or Davy Dulag, and the airhead has been destroyed with one toss of a grenade. But what they maybe haven't anticipated is the number of OPs that are now behind, and the DBD need to get themselves into a defensive shape here to deny this cap on train station in the last 10 minutes. After going 4-1 up. I mean, well done if you said that the L90 would end up retaking. Sorry, I've been thrown off by the message from my wife. She thinks she's so funny. Anyway, L90 really sitting comfortably on train station here. This is looking very good for them. DBD are scrambling back in numbers from the west, from the southwest, and from the north. But their garrisons are a little too far away. Like, look, we've got garrison up here, and then we've got a garrison down here. Not quite that far down, but they have got a fairly long run from both of these garrisons. And there is a Tiger tank set up in their original spot. The Captain Demise with the AT in the rear really hinders the progress of the Tiger tank to the point. But look at this, DBD have swarmed through the point and taken down the L90 cappers. Lanteric and, well, taken down, but Lalan is the remaining L90 on point, but Sumo soon barges him out the circle, as a Sumo should. Got Churchy and Kiwi, the MG pairing now, one on... I mean, I'll be honest, I don't even know how you do that, but that is a wonderful MG spot. I'm going to guess there's some kind of crazy parkour to get on the roof here, but would be nice to see a tutorial. Anyway, and Kiwi on the slightly easier MG spot to get to, given there is a lovely plank that gets you up to this location. Anyway, he has somehow mastered the art of levitation, given that only his elbows and bipod are touching the building, so he's either got extremely strong forearms and core, or he is a part-time magician. Magicians do levitation? I don't know. Yeah, Darren Brown in that. Illusionist. I don't know what the word is. Someone can tell me. Looks like the Tiger Tank is back up to full health, and the DBD have somehow managed to scramble onto point and clear it. But this is going to be a bit of a scrappy fight, I think. They do now have the defensive garrison up. So what we're going to do now quickly is a little aerial shot of map analysis. They have lost their garrison in the south, but they do still have. Let me just try and work out what this is. Okay, that's back gardens. So they do have their garrison, which someone is currently. Wait, but both teams have a garrison in here in these back gardens. Both teams have a garrison there. In fact, you know what? We're going to go and see this. This is quite amusing how someone built a garrison next to the other one and didn't hear it. So we have... wait, where's it gone? Yeah, sorry. We have the L90 garrison. And we have the DB... Yeah, we have the DBD garrison. So there you go. In one shot here, you can see both garrisons. DBD, L90. How the hell has that happened? Brazier. Someone's going to have to check over there. Yes, Brad, you did get the infantry. But there's a bloody garrison still there. Brad and Crafty pushing out of the alleyway, but I'm watching this garrison. I'm really sorry, the guys who are fighting meat grind in front door, but I want to see what happens here. The tale of the two garrisons. Captain Demise has come back. There's a spawn wave off of Gwen needs to. He's heard. There is a guy. The guy. It is. Someone needs to check their maps. Someone needs to check. You need to check your maps. Brad's going back. Garrison destroyed and takes down Gwen. Now they need to. It looks like both garrisons. The tale of two garrisons. The short tail. OP up in the location of guys. How is this getting away? I could ask you the same question. Captain Demise on the push. Sorry, I know there's a bombing run. I know it's 8 minutes left. I know it's going to be crazy, but this is something. AT Logan and Brad are waiting on the box to get this garrison back up. Captain Demise in the back gardens. Okay, I can't watch that any longer. I've spent far too long over there. But that situation, that just shows you. Sometimes you just don't go a garden far enough. The old saying. You know. I saw that on catchphrase once. Mr. Chips and that. Anyway, right. Oh, DBD have seized their opportunity to rush onto derailed, pull defensive units back from L90 and prevent a substantial attack onto train station here. We've got Prud, Sumo and Bastard on the derailed train. Lexa K2, Lant Eric on the immediate response with Nitro. Spawn wave comes in off of an airhead, which I missed because I was looking at two stupid garrisons in the garden. But airheads dropped, airheads clear, and big spawn wave off of there now. And they are all immediately in the spawn point, in the strong point. Lexa now pushing in to possibly certain death here. Lexa unaware of the increased numbers of DBD soldiers in the area. The footsteps will be heard. T Walker with the elimination. K2 and Lanteric now probably looking over at T Walker. Grenades are thrown into bushes. Bob and Sumo trade out on the south side of the airhead spawn. We've got Light, Lanteric and K2 now pushing up towards T Walker and Church. Church, you remember, one of the stars of the show of the last DBD stream, and he is on a tear now. He has turned on the burners. Hey, he was a flamethrower as well, eh? He turned on the boost. What's the say? I don't even know, man. I'm having a blank. This is a very cheeky play here from DBD with that last-minute airhead onto derailed, and the spawns from L90 are not going to be quick enough. Their garrisons are approx, and closest one is about 150, but the rest are about 200 meters away. DBD just overloading bodies in the strong point. Rockets away, but the point flip with 5 minutes to go. DBD have retaken derailed train, and what a battle this has been. We've got a 76 now pulling up to the point, only minutes too late, and 76 now shelling the area of the airhead, hoping to splash the infantry in the area. More spawns in off of the outposts that have been placed. There was a recon plane up, I think, that revealed the position of the tank. I think we've got Kev with the satchel here. This could be massive. Yeah, satchel is on the 76, and this could be massive now. He has called the satchel, but T-Walker wants to ensure double satchel, just in case they disarm one, but they do not get the other. And there you go. Philly Kamid has jumped out to disarm the satchel, but there are two. He does need to work on two satchels here. They are working on the wrong satchel, and it's about to go kaboom. And there you go. Satchel has gone kaboom. 76 destroyed, along with a friendly engineer. That was in, not like teammate, same team. I mean like a nice engineer trying to disarm the satchel for his squad. Now L90 in a bit of a pickle now, and they've got 1.5 minutes to try and begin the cap progress, as I always exclaim at this time of a match. If the cap progress has not begun in the remaining 2 minutes, then the decision of the match will be made, because it takes 2 minutes to cap, and there is no overtime in this game mode. That is 0 overtime. If you are not capping your final point within 2 minutes, it is game over. It looks like DBD are going for a last-ditch attempt to go for farm ruins and try and take the 5-0 here. They've got a bombing run and a strafing run out onto farm ruins. Bombing run coming out in sorry, a P strike. Sorry, there's P strike. P strike hits nothing, as usual. But yeah, I don't think DBD are going to be able to get onto farm ruins to snatch that 5-0 win that they so desire and love to seek. They were doing it on Foy, on the Foy game that I watched. Apparently I missed it and then nearly capped 5th twice, so that's why I've been on the ball this time. I don't want to get a slap on the wrist again. L90 putting up a good fight, though. They have begun the retake. However, the winners of the game will be DBD, given that L90 cannot cap the midpoint. They need 4 minutes to cap here, and then initiate the cap instantly on train station to get the cap. Now a huge, that's probably the whole team. All of DBD now sat on derailed now to try and prevent this cap. So the cap is being reverted, and now this is going to be a little difficult for me to gauge, but I usually say, well, if it's not at halfway with a minute remaining, then the point won't flip. But there's a lot of DBD now on this point. Obviously calls to defensive positions from commander and squad leaders down to these squad members, and there's a lot of AT in the air. There's going to be rockets thrown and suppressive fire to prevent any kind of retake. Got a P4 coming down the tracks, just spamming the machine gun. And anyway, it's 1 minute left, and there isn't any cap progress now, so the 2 minutes would be required here. And a team kill there from the Step family. Obviously knowing that the result is now finalised, and congratulations to DBD on their 4-1 win. Obviously, I don't know if I won't be able to explain this properly because I don't know the ins and outs of it, but obviously if you win 3-2, I think you get 1 point. If you win 4-1, you get 2 points. If you win 5-0, you get 3 points. Or something like that. It's more beneficial to obviously cap more points towards the to finish the game with more points. More caps. So that's why there is a drive. It's not just to hold mid and sit there, but that's why the DBD were pushing for 5th. Congratulations, my man of the match, player of the match. Sorry, will be. I think it may be Party Boy. Maybe Party Boy or Kev actually. Kev with that satchel was really good. I think I'm gonna give it to Kev. Yeah, Kev T360 is my DBD player of the match. So well done to Kev. If Kev hasn't watched this and you are, please do pass it on. And my player of the match from L90, I do remember once I see the name, if they've stayed in the game and not left. I don't see them. Spears was in there a lot. Yeah, people are leaving. I don't think I'm going to get the name. I called them out though for something. Apologies. I can't name them because I haven't seen the name at the end. Sorry, L90. If you watched it though, I'm hoping you can tell which name I meant. I might put it in the comments. To be fair, Joe took down some tanks and did a lot of damage. You know, in the spirit of me not being able to remember the other person's name and just to say something right now, I think I'll give it to Joe 2754 FR. So well done, Joe, on the SVP or second valuable player or losing team valuable player, however you want to word it. But thank everyone for watching. Thank you for watching live if you are. Thank you for watching on YouTube if you are. I mean, I don't really mind where you watch it. It's much appreciated, the support. Hope you've enjoyed it. Again, if you have enjoyed it and liked it, there's a button for that, which is just below this video. I think it's like there. No, it's like over there, isn't it? Anyway, whatever. Yeah, if you want to see more Hell Let Loose content from me, subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me on Twitch if you want to watch it live, and once again, congratulations to DBD on their 4-1 win. So it's a 4-1 win as the result. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Who knows what the next one will be? Actually, no, I do know what the next one will be. The next one will be on the 29th of March, I think, and that will be a 1SBS game against someone. Anyway, yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching, everyone. Much appreciated. Love you all.